Guys, I'm back with Fortnite and Inappropriate Conversation Part 2. I told y'all I must have struck a nerve somewhere. So I hear a lot of chitter chatter, and then and then my stream got disconnected. I'm obviously connected because I'm broadcasting and everything. I don't cheat. It was a gumball. It was a gun. So, somebody was cheating somewhere. I had to report it. Right. I don't cheat. I'm just good. I've been playing games for 30 years. I'm 35. I've been playing video games since I've been 5. Third-person shooters aren't new. Grand Theft Auto is a fucking third-person shooter. Right? Like... but anyway, back to Fortnite and Inappropriate Conversation. What gives me the right to say what I like? The freedom of speech. I can say whatever the fuck I like. So, I'm Brandon Gordon Gab of GabGames.com. Talk about it. And this is Fortnite, created by Epic Games. Pretty fun game. I like playing it. It's cool. And this is Fortnite. This segment, this video is Fortnite and Inappropriate Conversation. If you're offended by anything I say, suck my dick. I don't give a shit. Turn the channel. There's a lot of channels that you can watch. If you're offended, go find one of those. That's just plain and simple. If you're offended by anything I say, change the channel, change the station. Now, back to Fortnite and Inappropriate Conversation. Before can't nobody hear me. I'm in a private chat. I'm in a private party and all this other stuff. So nobody can hear me. If I was reported for my conversation, that's because somebody... If I was reported in-game for my conversation, that's because somebody's hacking. If I was reported in-game for my conversation, that's because somebody's hacked. Because I'm in a private party. Nobody can hear me. Even if there was proximity chat. Right. Even if there's proximity chat, you won't be able to hear me because I'm in a private party. I don't talk to people. So let's try this again. Before we got interrupted, the conversation was car sex. Is car sex cliche? Like for me personally, car sex is a big cliche in my older head. You know, like car sex is only like exciting as a young man because it's like I'm getting some booty. But to be like car sex. Nothing down the road. Just picked up a gun. I need to be able to give that to operators. Let's go rumble one. Push that over. So, car sex to me is cliche. As in my older age, it was never exciting. It was just, oh, she gonna give me some booty, yeah. You know, I get the hash, I get some booty, I get some booty. It was one of those. So, is car sex exciting or not? Like women, what do you think when you're having, like when you're about to give up the booty in the car? You thinking like, man, I could have swore I just picked up the glider. What do you think when you're about to give up the boot in the car? Do you think like, oh, I'm about to give up some booty in the car? You know, this is so exciting. Or are you thinking like, I'm about to get some dangling. I'm about to get some dangling. You already beat me there, that's why. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Is that what you think? No, it's interesting. Yeah, they cheated. I don't care. It's not my business. Right. I can't pull up my my map for sure. So I know for sure they cheated. Because I don't watch it. Right. I don't watch other people. Disconnected from something. Right. I don't cheat. No matter what you say. Right. I'm not worried about being a cheater. Because I don't cheat. It was a gumball. It was a gumball. just send in a report. I already sent in a report, so I don't have to send in another report. Because, right, they asked me, like, do you want to send in a report? Hell yeah, I want to send in a report. It was a I think what I do is serious. It's not my fault y'all trash. Been gaming for 30 years. So, inappropriate conversation. Would you sleep with a little person? Right? Like they're normal people. Just fun size. I thought about it before. I'm like, maybe. Dwarves. I don't know if dwarves is the proper term. I don't think dwarves is PC. You know, I don't think that's proper word. Right, proper word. I think the term they prefer little people. But I don't know. Like, see, when you sleep with a handicapped person, I seen a couple chicks. It's like, oh man, like this one girl from my childhood. She only had one arm. Her other arm was detached at the. It was detached at the elbow. I think she was born like that. I think that's what she said. She was born like that. But she was pretty as fuck. You know? Just everybody liked her. And you know, once you got all them options, I'ma just stay out your face. I gotta be different. I can't be all up in your group. And you got all these other dudes all up in your group. You know what I mean? It's inappropriate because nobody wants to talk about it because the subject matter is sensitive subject matter. For example, would you want to see a transsexual's dick? Would you want to see a transsexual's pussy? It's inappropriate conversation here going on. If you can't hear what's going on here, I suggest you leave. But hi, thank you, and thank you for joining gabgames.com. You gotta be a spy. Thank you for joining GabGames.com. I'm Brandon Gordon Gab of GabGames.com, and this is Fortnite, an inappropriate conversation. The questions right now that are the inappropriate topics, there are quite a few being thrown around right now. One, would you sleep? Okay, not sleep. Okay, first, is it gay to let your girlfriend do butt stuff with you? Secondly, is it gay to do butt stuff with your girlfriend? Third, if you, ooh, raptor. Third, if you had a friend that you knew from childhood and they were like, hey, I got a sex change. Would you want to see what it's like? What it looked like? Whether it's a male or a female, if a guy comes up, if your homie came up to you and was like, hey, I got a pussy. If your girl came up to you, you know, your homegirl came up to you and was like, hey, I got a dick now. Would you want to see? Would you be curious? If you say you wouldn't be curious, I call you a liar. I call you a liar. Why? Because it's not something you see every day. It's just not something you see every day. Like, I don't even know if you can technically give a chick a dick. Like, technically you could chop off a dick, but can you give a chick a functioning dick? I don't even know if that's possible. So hell yeah, I would want to see. If you say you wouldn't, you're in denial. There's something you're hiding about yourself. You're not secure with who you are. You know, is it gay if your girlfriend does butt stuff with you? Technically, it's not gay. Because it's with a woman. For it to be considered gay, it would have to be two people of the same gender. It would have to be two different people with the same gender. That makes the act gay. the sexual experience don't make you gay. You might find it kinky, like having sex in a car. It's a kink. It's a kink, right? There's no gender like discrepancy there because it's a kink. Getting tied up, that's a kink. Foot fetishes, that's a kink. Right, none of that shit is considered gay. So a woman doing butt stuff to you shouldn't be considered gay. It's a kink. Like, if me and my girl have a nasty time, right? And like, I'm not sharing my girl, but she wants to be, she want to give me head while being penetrated. So we get a dildo, we stick that bad boy up against the wall, and she get to riding it while she give me some head. If I take that dildo and I lick that dildo that's been inside my woman, does that make me gay? I say no. Because it's not a dude's dick. Right? You just want to lick off her juices off that motherfucker to be kinky and sexy. Right? To be like, oh shit, I ain't never had a man do that shit. Like, damn right, baby, I'm nasty. No, is it gay? It's not gay. But you ask some dudes, they'll be like, it's gay. Anything you do with your woman isn't gay. Unless you have a threesome with her. And then, during the threesome, you taking more ding-a-ling than she is, or y'all supposed to be tag teaming her and they end up tag teaming you, then that's that's a whole different conversation. No. Because then you're adding another dude to the mix. And stuff of that sort. But, if you're just like, ooh, let me taste this dildo that's been inside you. It's not gay. In my humble opinion. Remember, we're not here to down anybody. We're not here to be bigots. We're not here to talk about any communities. We are here just for discussion. Anyone that has anything negative to say in the comments will be banned from ever commenting and being on this page. So please, tread lightly. Because we're not here to put down, we're here to discuss. Oh, that was... Why do I have so much of those? God dang. What happened to the man? Oh, you cheating. I caught your ass sliding down, right? Then I lit you up, and you like, nope, nope, you ain't touching me, you ain't touching me, you ain't touching me. Get the fuck out of here. I already clicked ready up, right? I watched it click down and sit down. Because this is what I do. I have a routine. I stick to my routine. Anything that disrupts that routine, that's off, you cheat. So, let's see. Oh, I thought that was a Buck Velma. Would you be in a... No, that's too cliche. That's not inappropriate necessarily. Would you try to seduce a nun? Knowing that she's a woman of God? Knowing that a woman dedicated her life to God, would you try to seduce a nun? And try to get her to denounce her vow of celibacy? Because people ask the same dumbass questions every day. That's why I try to stay off social media right now. And I'm trying to think of these topics off the top of my head. Because social media is cliche. They're going to ask you the same questions. Body count. Does body count matter? Will the guy that you're sleeping with leave his wife for you? Like, You can miss me with all that shit. If y'all still asking these Jerry Springer ass questions, y'all ass need to move the fuck on. Ask dumbass questions. Give people who can't think for themselves dumbass answers. Because if you need somebody to tell you that the man that's cheating on his girlfriend won't leave his girlfriend for you, your ass drunk. If he would have left it right, like, that shit just whack as fuck. They dumbass whack ass questions. Asked by dumbass whack ass people. But I'm not here to discriminate and I'm not here to put down people, so I'm sorry. It's calling your questions dumb and whack as shit. So that's why I'm trying to stay off social media with the questions and trying to think of questions that nobody would ask. So, would you try to sleep with a nun? Knowing that she vowed her life to God? Would you feel bad for it? Would you not feel bad for it? You know? Like, would I try it? I probably would. Would I feel bad for it? Slightly, but not really. The reason why oh, bullshit. The reason why I wouldn't feel bad is because it says in the Bible, a man finds a good thing when he finds a wife. The Bible is literally telling you to get married to each other. Man and woman, you know, and that's just that, you know, like, say man and woman are supposed to be together. So to say that a man and a woman are not supposed to be together, especially a woman of God and a man of God, that's blasphemy in itself. So I wouldn't feel bad for seducing a nun. Now, if I was seducing a nun, knowing that I didn't want to be with a nun, and I got her to break a vow of celibacy, knowing I didn't want to be with her long term, then okay, I feel bad, you know. But if I'm like, hey, I love you, nun Jessica Alba, nun Alicia Clark, Jordan Canada, like, no, not if I want to be with you. I wouldn't feel bad. Okay. Here's a personal opinion of mine. I might go to hell for it. But personally, I don't find anything wrong with homosexuality. Homosexuality is nature. If homosexuality is in the Bible, and the Bible's like homosexuality is bad, that means homosexuality been along way before the Bible. That means homosexuality is nature. You know, it's in nature. I'm not going to say it's nature itself as in everybody's just gay. But it's a natural thing. That's why it's nature. Just like there is only one God in the Bible, right? One God above all. You shouldn't worship any other gods or false idols. Which means that at some point, other gods were recognized. Get what I'm saying? Like the Bible itself acknowledges other gods and calls them false gods because there is only one true God. Get what I'm saying? Like the Bible, like I said, I might go to hell for it, for my opinion or my thought, but that's my opinion, that's my thought. A group of people called Christians created a couple rules and was like, these are the new rules. You know, laws change all the damn time. So they tried to change the laws of nature as they saw it to fit their lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with that. No, every lifestyle isn't for everyone. But to say that homosexuality isn't just in nature is false, in my opinion. Because if it wasn't natural, the Bible wouldn't feel the need to speak on it. It wouldn't be thought of to be spoke on. That's why that's why there isn't a passage in there about transgenders. Because that became a man-made thing. That's not nature. You know, you're not born a transgender. Can you feel like you're a man trapped in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man's body? Yeah, I can agree with that. But, you know, people are born with either gender, and they say there's people that's born with both genders. But there's never been a person born with a dick whose dick fell off and became a pussy. There's never anybody who was born with a pussy who grew a dick. If it was, it would have been in the Bible. Because the Bible is all like everything sucks. That's why masturbation is a sin. I went over that earlier. Masturbation is a sin because you're releasing your seed that could potentially bring life. Masturbation for men is a sin because you're releasing your seed that could potentially bring life. No, don't drop that. That could potentially bring life. You're wasting it. You're wasting potential life. That's why masturbation is a sin. For men. Because women don't nut sperm. Their nut isn't alive. Men nut is alive. Women don't carry life. They hold life. Men carry life in their balls. Every time a man nut, that's 1 million potential babies. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1. But that's 1,000,000 living organisms searching for an egg to impregnate. so it can be incubated and grown. Women hold life, men carry life. Or men produce life, women carry life, if that's better. Because they be like, I carried you for 9 months. Well, my dad carried me in his balls for a long time before he shot it all up in you, Mom. Get off your high horse, woman. It takes two. So, inappropriate conversations. Sometimes these topics people don't necessarily want to touch. I'm not here to talk about dumb shit, even though it might sound dumb. We can have an intellectual conversation about life. You know? What's another one? What's something inappropriate that's so appropriately inappropriate for this show right now? Again, the views expressed aren't necessarily. I'll let you know when it's my personal opinion, because I'll say personal opinion. Oh, you a cheater. That's a habit express life. Alright, I can give you that. Right, because the heavy express rifle cover the distance more than the handgun would. At least as far as zooming in for a better accurate shot. Alright, because I ain't got to watch you. You're not what I came here to see. I came here to play the game and talk about inappropriate shit. Okay. Here's the topic for you. Abuse of power to gain booty. To get some booty. Is it acceptable or is it not? What is acceptable and what isn't? For example, what's that dude named? That podcast dude? He just slept with a porn star on his podcast. He used his position as a podcaster and having millions of followers to sleep with this young lady. Is that abuse of power acceptable? Adam something? Is that abuse of power acceptable? Is the abuse of power as president, like Bill Clinton, to get his dick sucked in the Oval Office, acceptable? Here's how I feel about it. To some point, using your stature to get the type of woman, man, that you want, transgender, whatever, that you want, because, that's a group of people. At some point, it's acceptable. Like, nobody says I want to gain, I want to work hard and gain a position of power so I don't get laid by my type. Nobody ever in history, man nor woman, ever said that. People work hard to get what they want in life, whether it be material things or people. You know, people work hard for it. Just by the way, son of a beat. People work hard in order to do that. Like, they just do. I never known a man to want to work hard, not to get laid. Like, that was one of the reasons, like, you know, no woman works hard on her looks not to get laid. It's just nature. No, no woman ever said, oh, I put on all this makeup to look pretty. Put on all this makeup, I work on my body, and all this, to look pretty and not get laid. You know? No woman ever. So when women sit here and try to feed men that bullshit, oh, I don't try to look good for anybody but myself. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's a lot of work. I mean, do you want to feel good about yourself? I'm pretty sure. But to say that you don't do it to get laid and to get attention is complete and utter bullshit. So, at what point does it become an abuse of power? Is the question now. I think it becomes an abuse of power, personally, when you're like, hey, you know, if you want that promotion, what you should do is, then that becomes an abuse of power. You know? But it's not an abuse of power when you're like, hey, I'm the president of the United States. Want to see my dick? Just by dropping your title, don't make it an abuse of power. It's when you're like, I'm the president of the United States. If you suck my dick, I'll make you the Secretary of State. That's an abuse of power. College teacher and student. Got to be clear about stuff, because some people be like, of course, you know. What about that scenario? Appropriate? Inappropriate? Like, what if they're a professor at a college, but they're not your college teacher? They're not your professor. Is it abuse of power? Interesting, right? Now that goes back to the conversation. Would you sleep with an 18-year-old? Freshman coming into college, 18, 19. I don't have any of this necessarily planned. I'm just trying to keep you all entertained. You know, trying to whoop some ass, take some names, and keep you all entertained. Teacher's pet. If I'm so special, why am I secret? I know I'm young, but no, what you say I'm young, but my mind is way beyond my years. Melanie Martinez, Teacher's Pet. Hot song. I'm a fan of it. It's so provocative, so scandalous. Like, even the tone of it all is so scandalous. Like, oh wee, this is juicy. You know? Okay, here's another conversation. It's not necessarily inappropriate, but does music have age? Because Melanie Martinez is a tween pop idol. So it's like when I start singing a Melanie Martinez song, as a man that has two 13-year-old girls, people find it weird. Like, how do you know that song? Like, I have one, technically, but my little cousin is my child. I claim her as mine. Bullshit. I claim her as my own. So of course I have to know these songs because this is what the kids bring to me. So personally, they're good songs. Like Lunchbox Friends, Mad Hatter, Show and Tell, Teacher's Pet. What is it? Dollhouse? Is it Dollhouse? Dollhouse raw as hell. It's another one called Nympho something. That one got me like, I don't know. You know, I don't know how I feel about y'all listening to this. Like, listen to the clean version. You know, but that's coming from a parent's perspective. Music has no age, though. That's as a parent knowing that these 13-year-old girls are listening to it. Music has no real age, though. Because at 12, 13, I'm singing, girl, you look good, won't you back that ass up? You's a fine motherfucker when you back that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Dong, 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 dong. I like it when your booty go. As a 13-year-old, this is the music I'm singing. You get what I'm saying? Is that appropriate music for a 12, 13-year-old singing? Possibly not. But because I'm a 12, 13-year-old and this is what's on the radio, does that make it a song for a 12 or 13-year-old? You get what I'm saying? So were parents looking at us singing those songs like, oh, kids and their music? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's young people music. Like, technically, that's not young people music. So does music have age? I say it's not necessarily inappropriate conversation, but it's one to have. Talking about, I'll make love to you when you want me to, and I'll hold you tight. Like, shut your ass up and go make love to that goddamn homework. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Like, shut your 12-year-old ass up. I think I was still in elementary school when that song came out. Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. Like, it's clean, like Lady Marmalade. Y'all remember that? That whole shit was, you know, technically inappropriate. But due to not understanding what they're talking about, like, I'll let them sing it. Ignorance, right? Because your kid is ignorant at that point. Yeah, it's out of line, but it's true. Like, Melody Martinez got a nymphology. That's the name of the fucking song, Nymphology. And I'm like, I don't necessarily approve of it. If you want to listen to it around me, y'all gotta listen to the clean version. Like, the first two verses aren't bad until the third. Like, it's not bad until the third verse, when she explicitly said the word penis. So then it became inappropriate for me. Like, you know, you could look past metaphors, you could look past similes or whatever the fuck. You can't look past the word penis. You know? And my 13-year-old cousin, she the one that brought that song to my attention, because my daughter definitely ain't gonna bring it to my attention. She know I'm gonna be like, fuck that shit. Hell no. But again, it's not, you know, clean version, I'll let the clean version slide. Because I was singing, girl, you look good when you back that ass up. You know, so I could get enjoying popular music. And then Melanie Martinez is a chick and it's popular music for girls. Just as dad, I need y'all to bring me the clean version of that shit. You know? And cause she like, appropriate or inappropriate? Like, clean version. You know? But that comes with being somebody that people can trust. They feel, you know, the girls feel comfortable coming to you. Because although I'm dad, I am open enough. You know, I remember being 13. I was never a 13-year-old girl. But I remember being 13. You know, what life was like growing. And, you know, wanting to find who you are and stuff. Like, I have that conversation with my daughter all the time. I'm like, I know you're growing. You want a little space to yourself and all of that stuff. Just, here's where dad draws the line. You know, I'll try to adjust the line as you get older. Like, I just took off the kids lock on her YouTube. The one I created. You know, she used her own YouTube to watch what she want anyway. I know this. You know, I'm not on her back about it. Because she's not doing nothing but watching, you know, she not like watching dances or anything, trying to learn dances. She really be watching streams. So I try to watch who streams she watching and make sure it's appropriate. Like my stream, this stream, that's why I titled this, I wouldn't have her watch. My other streams, I don't necessarily talk about much. This is probably the most entertaining that it's been. So to be like, she can't watch my stream, that's, no, I wouldn't say that. But you gotta know what the kids are doing, you gotta know what they're watching. And I try to grow with her. As a dad. So again, I get it. That's why it's titled Inappropriate Conversations and not, that's why I have the title. Viewer discretion advised. You know, I'm a dad. But just because I'm a dad don't mean I can't shit. Well, I can shit everybody too. I can't have my adult side. Can't have adult conversations. So yeah. It's Riptar! Stay out of the tall grass! Stay out of the tall grass! I am Reptar! Hear me roar! Yep, if you don't know who Reptar is, you're too young. Nah, I'll take that back. Because my daughter, I'm little cousin. They know who Reptar is. Because I put them up on the stuff I enjoy. I had all 3 Rugrats movies on DVD for. Okay, now back to inappropriate conversation. It's getting too appropriate, right? Is it okay to eat ass? It's not okay to eat ass? Why is it not okay to eat ass? It's okay to do butt stuff with your girlfriend. I think it's okay to eat ass. It all depends on your kink life. How kinky you are. Right? I'm freaky. I'm not do butt stuff to me freaky. No, I'm not do butt stuff to me freaky. But I'm like, oh, we could try some things. Freaky. I've ate ass before. How do you think my daughter got here? I wasn't not doing freaky shit. Nice kid, I'm right here, baby. Shoot your shot, girl. Shooting a shot. I've done, what's the freakiest, kinkiest thing I've done? None of your goddamn business. This is not a peep show. This is Fortnite and inappropriate conversation. I already have a mount called Yoshi. Yoshi the Choki is a chocobo in Final Fantasy 15. This is prep talk. Yoshi the Choki. The Chocobo, Final Fantasy 15. Ah, run! Yeah, I play Final Fantasy. What? I don't look like the type of guy that, because what? I'm a black man. I can't play Final Fantasy. Because I'm into first-person shooters. I can't play Final Fantasy. So back to inappropriate conversation. Is it inappropriate to approve of someone your child is dating? Because that's like giving them consent to sleep with your kids. Right? It's like giving them consent. Ah, you killed Reptar. That's like giving them consent to sleep with your kids. Right? Or is that just a dad thing to think that way? Like, I don't want you giving it up. But if you're going to give it up to somebody, I'm glad you're giving it up to that person. Right? That's like what approving. That's like approving the person your child dates. It's like, at least that's what it seemed like to dads. I don't know about women. What about women? How you guys feel about it? No. 777. Just hit the jackpot. Seven people left, 7 people killed. What's that? Other 7, I don't know what that other 7 is. To be honest. If I'm so special, why am I secret? I know I'm young, but I might swear beyond my years. Spider-Man fucked up. Oh, bullshit. Hell no. Right. I was full up on everything, man, wasn't I? Yeah, because I healed up. Then I caught you land before you landed. Right. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care what he got. I caught him before he landed. And the whole clip in his chest before he landed. I ain't gonna say a whole clip, but a half a clip. Then I emptied the other half when he landed. Teacher's pet. If I'm so special, why am I secret? I don't got time to sit around with you kids that don't know what the fuck to do. Even if you are, though, you don't act like it. how long I've been on here? An hour 15. I was probably on here an hour 15 before. So, inappropriate conversation. Threesomes. I'll jump into threesomes. How gay are threesomes? Personally, like, I've had 3 of them in my life. 2 male, male, female, 1 female, female, male. The times they happen, like the male, male, female. It didn't keep, like, me, my homeboy, he was like, hey, yo, I got this chick. She want to do 2 dicks. You're the only person I could think of. I'm like, whatever. I've never done it before. Let's try. Well, that would be my second time. Right. I didn't say I never done it before. But I'm like, let's try. You know? And I couldn't keep my dick hard. It's something about another dude being in the room I don't get excited about. It don't turn me on. I don't even care if we sharing this chick. Like, and she was a trooper. She tried. You know, it didn't work for me. The other time, same thing. I'm with my best friend, and we just happened to meet this chick walking down the street or whatever. Get her to ride with us. Nothing out the normal. You know? And somehow it kicked off. You know, somehow it kicked off. And same thing. Couldn't keep my dick hard. But then there was this one time, you know, this chick, you know, she like, me and my girlfriend, we want to have a threesome with you after the party. We walk down. You down? I'm like, yeah. They pretty much ran a train on me. It wasn't necessarily a threesome. So that was wild. Like, that was wild. So what happened was, I ended up having a threesome with her and her girlfriend in front of her roommate and her roommate's girlfriend. You know, so it's me and 4 chicks, basically. I would have thought that I had performance anxiety. But my dick stayed hard as a diamond all day. You know? Bust a nut, get back, rock hard. And it's like, you know, so bullshit. So is it get like, what are your views on threesomes? I don't, you know, I don't know. Another dude in the room don't work for me, and I'm like, is something wrong with me? Because from my homies, they were just fine with it. You know? Right. That's excellent. Right, they won't let me exit. So let's see what's going on here. So it's slightly right, weird. Like, is there something wrong with me? Or is it them? For me, it's just right. It don't do nothing for me. Like it's just awkward. Trying to find a position. Like it's just weird. I don't know. Male, female threesomes don't work. Female threesome, male, I'm all for it. But like I said, both of them chicks, they had their way with me in front of 2 other chicks. That was out of the night. I did not see that coming at all. Did not see that coming. It was just weird. Like, I don't know. Like, she was giving me head, and he was hitting her from the back, And it was like, she got to turn to my side because the motion of him hitting her and the wave effect, like, we might as well be sleeping together, buddy. Get out of here. It's awkward. It don't work. She was trying. She was double fisting and everything. This don't work for me, baby. I felt so embarrassed. It turned out it was a chick that we used to work with. I'm like, oh shit. Quiet as cat.
I officially declare my physical recovery complete. I'm a little creaky, but I've got a mission. That's all I need.
So, yeah, Fortnite and inappropriate conversation. What's the oldest you would go? Like, I can't see. Right, what's the oldest you would go? I can't see how some women sleep with dudes that's like old and wrinkled. You know, like women sleep with dudes like some women are just so scandalous. You know, like how can you sleep with a guy to pay off the college tuition? A guy you're not attracted to. You know, I can't sleep with a fat chick if she's not pretty. Can't sleep with an ugly chick if she don't have a nice body. Then you can't be fat and ugly. You know? Because usually the go older is usually a woman's thing. Men don't usually date older. Men usually date younger. I'm 35. The oldest I'll go is 50, 55 right now. Somebody old enough to be my mom. Matter of fact, there's some of her friends. I'm like, you could get to do this. The youngest I go, 18. "18-year-old Beyonce came up to me. 18-year-old Jessica Alba, 18-year-old Scarlett Johansson came up to me and was like, I want to give you the draws. I will drop my draws faster than the Flash in the new Flash movie. I don't know. No. It's not like I'm looking to date somebody that age. But to say I wouldn't would be false. I think it's a difference and it should be said. You know? Like, would I date a fat chick? Yeah. Am I actively looking to date a fat chick? No. No, women, would you date a short guy? Pretty sure one or two of you would. But are you actively looking for a short guy? I think not. I'm a short guy. If you are, hey. You know, the reason my pitch gets so high up there is because it's a joke, but you know, it's like laughing but serious. Ha 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 ha. Right, would I'm like not actively looking to date a fat chick. Would I date a fat chick? Sure. Bring your fat ass here, baby. My big old fat ass baby loves to eat. My big old fat ass baby loves to eat. Loves to eat. You know, and I'll love you. If I choose to be with you, I'll love you unconditionally until you do something for me not to love you. But am I actively looking for a fat chick to date? No. And yes, if you want to say I'm body shaming, I am. For example, I saw a meme the other day. Women like to say Lizzo is inspirational, but they hate it when you say they look like Lizzo. The hypocrisy of it all. So, right. If you wouldn't like to be called Lizzo, you're fat shamed. I understand clicks before dicks and all that, but be honest with yourself before you bring that bullshit to me. So I'm not a guy for. That guy got extra fast movement. You know, clicks before dicks. I get it. You know, bros before hoes. Sometimes that's what it is. But right, you didn't have no gold on your feet. I'm watching. Don't ruin the sanctity of my game. You know, I get it. But that don't mean that, you know, if you wouldn't want to look that way or be compared, watch what you say. You know? Predator activity. What's the difference between dating a young chick and predator activity? Predator activity is I only date 18-year-olds. When she turned 19, I break up with her. That's predator activity. Like, oh, sorry, you're too old now. Get the hell up out of my face. That's predator activity. You know? That I do not condone. Personally. Like, I only date 18-year-olds. Like, when your birthday, baby? Tomorrow? How old you be? 19? Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta break up with you. You're too old. That's why I don't like Andrew Tate. Andrew, he made a comment that a woman hit her peak at the age of 19. If you ask me, that's sus mentality. For me. Sus as in suspicious. Because you think that a woman hit her peak at such a young age, you know? Like, you don't think that woman can go learn. You don't think that she could become a better woman after 19. You just think that 19 is the peak. That's sus, and I can't approve of it. I don't approve of it. And I don't like that guy. He's the person, remember when we were talking about that abuse of power? He's the person that has abuse of power. He bring women on his show to down talking. That's not cool. Bring him on his show to down talking. Like, well, you know what I think. I think you're a stupid bitch. Oh, damn, dog. What the fuck? What happened to having some respect for your guests and professionalism? You know? It's just not cool. I don't like it. Woman's hit her peak at 19. Like, what? That's weird. Fucking weird. You know? To say that a woman gets no better than the age of 19. So from 19 to, let's say, the average, let's say she lived to 85. She gained no value after she hit 19. That's pedophilia shit. She's legal, don't get me wrong, it's legal. But, again, that's predator shit then. How old are you? 20? You gots to go, ho. You don't know, you have no more value. Bullshit. That's exactly what he's saying. You're 20, you gotta go, you have no value to me. That's predatory shit. I don't agree with it. So once you get 20, he like, shit, that's it. That's a wrap. You old news. You an old lady. Let's see. What else is inappropriate conversation? If they let me, I would have to do some with the chick and her mom. I would though. No. That's why it's so tough for me to date these days. You know, I'm in the middle ground where it's like, I can date your mom, I can date you. At 25, she's 45. I'm 35, I'm right in the middle. Smack dab in the middle. Killer bees, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Like, is it incest if they never touch each other? Mom and daughter sleeps with the same guy at the same time, but never interact with each other. Is it incest? I'm just asking the question, man. I'll probably end this after this match. Ah! Last woman I picked up. That chick was musty. She was so pretty. I saw her. She was so pretty. So, put some gas in the car. So, put some gas in the car. Circle around. I didn't circle around because she was like across from the bus stop. She was across the street from the bus stop. From the gas station. Bus stop was across the street. And I thought she was so pretty. She looked like Lauryn Hill to me. So I'm like, hey lady, you want to ride? Where you going? Hop in the car. I said, hop in. Where you going? My exact words. Like, I'm going to X, Y, Z. I'm like, cool. She hop in the car. I'm like, God damn, girl, what the fuck? Like, come your ass, hop in the tub. And I guess she was just going through shit. The fuck? I guess she was going through shit. You know, because she was too pretty. Too pretty and too taken care of to smell like that. You know? And I'm like, what's been, you know, try to make small talk. She felt a little uncomfortable. I get it. I took her to her house, well, to her mother's house, wherever the fuck. She been away from home for a while, you know, things like that. And she finally headed back home. And I'm like, oh, so you just backpacking across the city, you know? So I take her to the house, and I'm like, girl, I ought to smack your ass for being out here like that. Because she lived in a rich part of town. You know, she a trust fund kid. I'm like, how are you a trust fund kid out here like that? You know? And I get it though, because at one point I was out here like that. And that's because I had to find my own way. I was so mad. Not that I would hit her. Just saying. That's how it makes me like, what type of dumb shit are you thinking? Oh my God. Ridiculous. But anyway, I'm the one. Be easy. Brandon Gordon Gav of GavGames.com. And this has been Fortnite and inappropriate conversation, part 2. Because somehow I got through this in part 1. So, until next time, my friends, peace, love, and happiness. GG. Good game, Gab Games. GavGames.com. Talk about it.